I actually switched on just as Foden scored the goal. I liked his celebration, didn't you? Ran over to Pep.
Yeah.
He shows, I'm your guy. If you want to play me, I'll try and do this on a regular basis.
Togetherness is what a team's all about. So you want that from the coach down to the players. It's nice to collect my winnings from Trevor Sinclair.
Now then, what was the bet? It was this fancy bottle of wine, and you said that Raheem would not start.
We had to listen to Trevor go off on some mystical, magical tour from Narnia and back again in the world of Raheem Sterling being world class.
Yeah.
That then morphed into a discussion about how he wouldn't be playing tomorrow. I said he won't play. He'll be dropped again. He said, no, he'll start. So we moved the bet. It was a bet put on it. Basically, I said, if he doesn't start, or if he doesn't start, then I win the bet. He said, if he does start, then I win the bet.
Then he wins.
And then we qualified it a bit more. But I said, if he comes on and gets the hook, then anyway, I won the bet.
Anyway, you've won the bet, and it's a very expensive bottle of wine, as I understand it.
See if Sinclair pays up, mate.
I wonder how Sterling feels about all this, because last night going into that, there was so much hinging on it, and Dortmund obviously got the noses in front, and for a moment you thought, I wonder if it's going to be their night. So in terms of the importance of the fixture and Sterling not to be involved, I wonder what he's thinking. I wonder where his head is at the moment. I mean, you got a cup semi-final coming up this weekend. He might get involved in that. That remains to be seen. But
maybe he'll accept. First of all, I couldn't really care how he's thinking, because I'm more interested in the overall concept of a team rather than an individual.
Yeah.
But let's just separate the individual from the team for the time being and say, if he's a top player, if he understands the reasons why he's not being played, then he should be accepting it and getting about his business of ensuring that the coach picks him and sees the light at the end of the tunnel for Raheem Sterling. These are moments in time. If Raheem Sterling is a top player and a world-class player, as Trevor Sinclair alludes to, then he'll come back and illustrate to the coach that he should be part of the starting lineup. So how he's feeling, I don't know. That's how do most footballers feel when they're playing.
What we do know about Raheem is contract talks have stalled. Should we read anything into this, do you think? I mean,
possibly.
Possibly,
but
starts being dropped in the side.
Do you get the impression, because I don't get this impression, and not having knowledge of Pep Guardiola first-hand experience, that he's going to be a pawn for negotiations in terms of leveraging the player by dropping him? It won't be financial based. Are you suggesting that he's not playing well because he's distracted, or are you suggesting that maybe Man City are marginalising him because they can't get what they want from the contractual discussions?
Maybe a mixture of both. Maybe.
Well, through the middle of that, right, first of all, money is not a problem to Man City, so I really don't think they're going to be leveraged on financial terms with anybody. If they're going to pay Kevin De Bruyne $400,000 a week, they're not going to be worried about what Raheem Sterling wants within reason. Pep Guardiola strikes me as his own man. I very much doubt that he's going to be told by management who he picks and who he doesn't pick. It might just distill down to one simple fact: Raheem Sterling isn't playing very well, so he gets what he deserves.
Yeah, and it's up to Raheem to change that.
Totally. And by the way, if he's got a petted lip because he's not being picked, or he's got an issue with his contract, then that goes to his professionalism.